Hey guys, Dr. Kyle here with the DWZ injury report for the week. Apologize for not getting it out to you guys yesterday. Me and Maddie got on. Unfortunately had some audio issues, and the rest of the weekend has been a little bit hectic for me, so I'm going to go with some quick hits for you. I want to touch on the Reagor, Sutton, and Galladay injuries. The short of it is I think I'll be fading all three this week. You know, it's week one. Not a whole lot of injuries elsewhere, so your bench should feel pretty deep right now. Everybody else is healthy, and you know, all dealing with relatively inhibiting injuries. The Reagor one seems to be least serious, but you know, don't forget he's a rookie. I know he's been hyped up this training camp. I think a lot of guys have been hyped up this training camp, but with limited real speed or full-time speed games, you know, I'm not looking for any big games from Reagor anytime soon, especially in that offense where I think we'll see Wentz leaning on Ertz, maybe Sanders or Scott, and then Deshaun Jackson for the deep ball. And then don't forget about guys like Greg Ward, Alshon Jeffrey, and JJ Arcega-Whiteside. They're going to play a role too, so I'm fading Reagor. Galladay is dealing with a hamstring. He was doubtful as of yesterday. That does not bode well for this week. I'm generally, if it's hamstrings, I'd like to see at least questionable, but usually probable going into the weekend. But especially in this weird year where I think teams are avoiding communicating certain things to the public, that's even more reason to fade. I know you know, I'm in a league where my guy drops down 10K. And I'm benching Galladay, and I got Marvin Jones. You know, Jerry will be happy to know that I got a lot of Lions on that team. I got Stafford, Galladay, Jones, and Swift. I'll be starting Stafford as my QB2. It's a super flex league, and Jones will be starting over Galladay along with Metcalf and Ridley. So I feel good about that receiving core. So if you have somebody like a Marvin Jones or in the, you know, a later tier but with some, you know, upside, as most of you should, I think you all probably drafted well in redraft anyway. If you're in Dynasty and your bench isn't that deep, then SOL maybe. And then regarding Sutton, he's got an AC joint sprain. AC joint is this joint in here where the acromion, this bump, attaches to your clavicle. So I think I think Sutton will go, but it's really going to affect his ability to probably reach overhead across his body. So unless Locke has turned into Breeze overnight and is painting numbers, which maybe he is, I don't know. He looks like he could be taking a step forward this year. I'd be fading Sutton as well. And then I'm also looking in that game too to see how they play Sutton, if they're playing zone with a guy over the top, or they're playing one-on-one with a guy over the top, or if he's getting jammed. Because I do feel that if he's getting jammed right up in his pads, that's not going to bode well for his shoulder either. I don't necessarily think there's a high risk for re-injury. I just think that's going to be aggravating enough where, you know, he might play more of a decoy. You know, maybe they'll try and get him involved in certain situations. Maybe we won't see like a full snap count from him, but get him on the field for important third downs, or, you know, third down in the red zone. That's just speculation. That's not based off anything. But again, I'd be, you know, looking for better options for like a Marvin Jones type. There's better options right now. The league is generally healthy going into this week, so you shouldn't feel extremely hampered. Now, if you got Mike Evans, Kenny Galladay, and Courtland Sutton, I got nothing for you. Maybe just put them all in and hope for the best, and we'll see you early next week to see how everything pans out with these guys. If you got any questions, hit me up on Twitter and throw a hashtag DWZ injury report on there. I think that's the one I'm going to be using going forward, just to keep everything nice and organized, and I'll get back to everybody as quickly as possible. But it's beautiful here in New York City, and I'm about to go play some beach volleyball, and I will be enjoying a couple drinks tonight, a couple drinks tomorrow, and some football. I'll talk to you guys.